Hey guys, how are you? Jeff Dissett here at the SEMA show. I got Bryan Fuller from Fuller Moto. You know this guy from the Thundertaker, Shogun, all this sort of stuff. What we're standing here in front of in the OPGI booth, it's a 1970 Chevelle. We walked by it. It's gold and black. This thing is...
How could you walk by it?
Well, I stopped in my tracks. That's why we're here.
Don't keep going.
Tell me about this thing.
So Jared Cook is a NFL player. He's a New Orleans Saint, and he wanted kind of a black, nasty, old school he could drive around. He wanted flat and gloss. He wanted the racing stripes. So, we just finished it. It took us 9 months, and really feel like it turned out just kick-ass, and I can't wait for him to see it.
That kind of explains the color scheme with the Saints, but what'd you do to make this car special for him?
Well, I feel like, some of the things that we do, a lot of folks can't, is sheet metal is my training. So if you look under the hood, you'll see all the custom aluminum shrouding that's underneath. It's all supposed to almost kind of look like the leather that's inside. So it's kind of leathery, semi-flat black. I wouldn't suggest that you put leather under your engine compartment. They used to do it back in the show car days. But it's got an LS2, and it's probably pushing about 450 horse, nothing crazy. It's a good driver.
Very mild. What's the transmission?
4L80E. But it's got, it's got vintage air, it's got AC, it's got Hotchkiss suspension, Willwood brakes. So obviously, it's a car that you can get in, drive it every day. You could drive it down the street, or you could drive it across country, and I think you really could use this car every day.
I love it. Tell me about the relationship with you and OPGI.
So thank goodness OPG used us and wanted us to come in here, because we literally needed so many parts for this car. It was a shell. When I tell you it was a shell, there was no dash. So luckily, being a popular car and a car that OPG supports, we were able to get the full console, the dash, the headliner, the carpet, sill plates, even down to the passenger fender was junk. It was easier to buy one from them than repair the crap that was left from the factory. And all the trim was gone. We got all the trim from them, even down to little stuff in the grill area. Like the grill, when we got it, the previous builders had mounted it upside down, screwed it in from the top. The hood hinges were from the wrong car. So instead of doing it, we couldn't figure it out. We're like, why do the hinges not line up in the holes where the bungs are? So kind of find out they just put them on there, drilled holes through the sheet metal, and popped basically big things in the hood. So luckily, all the parts that we got, they were finished really nice. They all fit really well. We really didn't have any issue with any parts fitting, and our relationship goes a long way back. So the first overhauling, the pilot of overhauling, was a 70 Chevelle. And so it's pretty cool that they sponsored. That's where I met these guys years and years ago. And then it kind of came full circle. This is the first car that we built out of our new shop in Atlanta. So yeah, it's been fun. This is a cool project.
So tell me about the interior.
Phil Cato from Cato's Upholstery. He's also a Texan. I'm a Texan. And he used to work on Iron Resurrection with Joe Martin. So he's moved in with us at our new shop. So we have upholstery in-house. This car, we took about 9 months to build, and it never left. So we did paint, upholstery, obviously all the metal, yada, 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 everything done in-house. And he really did a beautiful job of kind of mimicking that original Chevelle interior, doing the 1-inch pleats, but doing it in really nice Moore & Giles leather. We use first-gen Viper seats, which are, Jared's a pretty big guy. He's 6'6"-ish, gives him some more space, more comfort, and also fits within the car. JL Audio, which is hidden behind one of the original kind of stereos that we found. And so, yeah, we're just really proud of it, and just really happy to have everybody see it here this week.
So the question is, what's left on this car that's stock?
There are a lot of pieces on this car that are stock that aren't, powder coated black. You know what I mean? Yeah. You mean stock from the car or stock type?
Stock from the car.
Stock from the car. The body, this fender.
The body and that fender. I love it. That's awesome.
The deck lid. I think these front little headlight surrounds. That's about it.
So basically, if you go to opgi.com and you got a credit card and an iPhone, you can build a car from their catalog.
Well, that's a really fun thing about muscle cars compared to, some of the 30s cars and 50s cars. you really can bolt on a lot of what you can build and do it right, and a lot of the parts are available, and that makes it fun.
All right, where can we find out more about your shop?
So fullermoto.com, Instagram, Facebook, they're all Fuller Moto. And we also have a show on NBC Sports called Caffeine and Octane, usually Tuesday nights. And check us out.
Check them out on NBC. Check them out on Instagram. You can also check out opgi.com. Also, more Power Auto Media come up at the SEMA show. Don't go away.